bit more. So, but yeah, it was really fun. I liked it. I like it a lot so far. I'm really glad I picked it up. This is Yoshi Touch Go. This is one of my guilty pleasures on Nintendo DS. This is the Wii U Virtual Console release. It's so much easier to capture on Wii U. I wish more games used I guess I wish there were more DS games on Wii U. They're not nearly enough. I'm not very good at this game, but I really enjoy playing it. Basically, the first part of the game here is like basically got to guide Baby Mario down, and you basically want to go ahead and try to get as many of these coins for points as possible. I think I just selected score attack mode, and I don't know how obvious it is on screen, but basically that little cloud just appearing right there is me touching the screen with the stylus. Obviously I can only touch the bottom screen. If you touch the top actually on the gamepad, it gives you like a, hey, don't do that on the gamepad. That's bad. It's not bad, but it's like, hey, you're not going to do anything. I think I might have doomed Baby Mario to a spiky death. Nope. Okay, he's fine. He has 3 hits, so he won't die after like a handful of hits. This guy goes straight for Baby Mario, so you gotta make sure you kill him. The thing I'm not really doing here is like comboing. Typically what you would try to do is like try to wrap up like multiple enemies in a single balloon. It's a little harder in this like first stage to do a lot of this like to earn a lot of multiplayers, at least in my opinion. I'm not a top tier Yoshi Touch Go player. But yeah, it's a very heavy score-based game or a survival-based game, are the two things it is. For me, this isn't my favorite mode, but I figured it's the shorter mode to show first. So let's do that. I think this mode is literally just like a short, do like a few levels, and then the levels end, and then you get a score. A lot of this game is a lot of the same stuff. It basically just changes the rule set around it. It's originally a Nintendo DS tech demo, and then they're like, hey, let's make a video game out of this, and then they're like, how do we make a video game out of this, and then also have it ready very soon after launch. And they say, why don't we just polish it up a little bit and call it a day. So at the time it was kind of given a really hard time because it was like a $40 game, like $30 to $40 game, and it maybe has like so let's try to do a little combo here. I may have failed. There we go, combo. So it's maybe like you know, probably less than an hour worth of content. Like you probably see everything within like 30 minutes here. Get away from me. I'm doing a really bad job, please. I need to... It's hard because I'm like talking instead of thinking about what I need to actually do to get points. I'm not much of a point player in this game, so basically what I want to try to do is like try to combo as much as possible here to get as many points. So I'm going to try to make this shot even though Yoshi's going to be running. Nope. I'm so bad. Go for it. Go for it. I'm really bad. Okay. In the marathon mode, it's all the same scoring and everything, so it won't be hard to show you the combos later. There we go. And then so we got like an extra 2 points on that one because we got 5. Yoshi, don't get stuck. Yoshi basically just moves on his own. Like, there we go. Bonus. We got 2 points for wrapping 2 enemies into a 1 balloon. Dang it. I have a little trouble with shooting stuff onto the top screen. There's a pretty big gap on here. I think you guys can see the gap too. Go for it! I think that's the end. A hot 201 points. That's very bad. Although I play the mode so rarely, I might still place on the scoreboard either way. Yep, 5. But I've done 104 points better. Get little icons right here. This was before Nintendo DS like Wi-Fi was around, so all the and obviously the Wii U version wouldn't be able to do online because they didn't make any kind of online stuff for these versions. Let's do Time Attack. I'm trying to remember if Time Attack is the one that has like a boss fight at the end. There's one of these modes have a boss fight at the end. It's not particularly good, but it exists. I think this is the boss fight one. So it's basically just try to get to the end as fast as possible. Collecting these here don't give you any points really. The purpose of them is that in the top left corner up there, you can see this little Yoshi head. And as I collect these coins, I should get rid of my stuff. You can blow away your paths if you made a bad path. Like that's a bad path, but it's too late. There we go. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so the Yoshi at the corner there, like as we collect stuff, he will transform into different colored Yoshis, although we're doing very bad, so we may not get a different colored Yoshi depending on how this goes. Just get it up there, man. I think we need at least 60 to get a Yoshi. I mean, other than the green Yoshi, obviously. They will not let you go without a Yoshi. Okay, so we got a blue Yoshi. And basically the different colored Yoshis, as far as I can tell, just determine on how many, the maximum number of eggs you can have. Oh boy. So, you know, you want to try to get out of this area with with the highest level Yoshi as you can. So you can maximize your egg throwing. That's pretty much important in like every mode. Maybe not the Time Attack mode. Let's try not to die. Those bushes exploding are me touching the screen. I also do like smoothing on here. You could do that, but it's gross. Don't smooth. Get them raw pixels, boy. I think adding is it this mode where if you combo you get like some kind of like point bonus thing here. Oh boy, don't die, Yoshi. There's not a lot I can do here. Oops, other than accidentally throw an egg. And try not to let Yoshi die. I think there's like some kind of timer thing if you are able to get a combo, like a timer bonus, but one touch to Yoshi is a death, so you gotta be pretty careful. You can blow up these little projectiles if you shoot them or touch them with your stylus. Obviously when you miss with that stuff like that, it risks that you're gonna accidentally throw an egg, which is like kind of the bad thing about having a touch screen, is that you can only do so many different inputs with the move, so it's context sensitive on like what you're touching. And so if you're touching, like I just went to draw a cloud there and I just threw an egg on the floor because of it. So it's like not the most you know, it's not always the most okay, got rid of one. It's not always the most accurate, but I think what matters most is you get that precision on the actual like egg throws and stuff. Like that dude has to go. We gotta get rid of him. Go. I don't think we got rid of him though. I think he joined the bunch again. Oh boy! I forgot he doesn't die one hit. You kind of want to do this little slope so Yoshi runs faster. You gotta be careful though, because I'm like, I gotta hit this guy, but also not get smacked by this stuff. I dodged that watermelon to use an enemy. Give me this thing. Oh, come on. I don't want the fruit because it slows me down right now. Oh no! There's a bunch of them. There we go. We did it. We saved Baby Mario, or Baby Luigi, sorry. And this is the time. This one is basically like, hey, once you've done that, you basically get a time score. This one's probably the most different. Apparently that's the best I've ever done on this version of the game. I have this on Nintendo DS, and I used to play it a lot. It's just like an evergreen game. You can just kind of pop it in and play it whenever you want, which that's what I really like about this thing. One nice thing too is that if you have like a really good starting, like say I get like 140 points on that first like part with Baby Luigi, you can just say in the bottom left-hand corner though, I want to skip that baby part. I just want to play the good Yoshi that I just got. So as long as you keep your DS on in sleep mode, or in the case of the Wii U version, leave your save state here, you can just start back at the midpoint and keep your cool baby. We're gonna see all the modes, I think, is what's gonna happen here. So I'm trying to remember the challenge mode. What's different about this? I seem to recall there's some kind of a point system that's a little different than the other modes. The star when you're in the flight mode is basically acts like a normal star in Mario, where you just kind of touch it and then or touch an enemy and they die. Later stars are a little bit different. You still just have it where like if I think if Mario touches somebody, they still die. Or whatever the equivalent is that they... Ah, shit. I'm kind of screwed right here. I can't really do much. Okay. I'm just gonna go... Oh, I should be circling these things for points, though, but it's too late. I'm not gonna make that. Did a good job. I got a green Yoshi. That's a good job. As in bad job. Number of balloons you have doesn't really matter as long as you just get to the bottom. Thank you very much. On the gamepad, you basically the best way to play this is on like this. The Nintendo DS. I'll go ahead and pull it up here if I can. What is it? I forget how you pull up the DS menu on the gamepad. It's not the home button, is it? No. Is it a trigger? It's the right trigger for some reason. So there's like different screen settings you can do. Wii U gamepad. This is bleeding off the edge because I have it set up differently. But this is the best way to play this game at least. Just basically all touch from here. If they ever put Ninja Gaiden Dragon Song on here, I think that would be good. I don't think you need anything other than that, the book mode, but I don't think Nintendo's releasing any more DS or Wii U games, unfortunately. This one, basically, you do it side by side. So if you had like a Tate monitor or something, you could flip the screen and it would be basically display that's basically as large as you can get it to display. Which is kind of nice for people who have like, it's like people who actually have like monitors and stuff that flip for like Tate mode stuff. This one has bottom screen on the touch screen and then top screen on the TV. I think that works really good for something like Mario Kart DS. But for Yoshi Touch and Go, you kind of need to be able to line stuff up between the screens. Then there's this one with like a little DS outline to it, but why? And then this one just basically has both of the screens on the TV. So same thing here, just flipped around. But for Yoshi, it just depends on what kind of game you're playing. For Yoshi Touch and Go, definitely this mode. I did not flip it back before I started doing this. Yeah, so it looks like that's right. So in this mode, basically, you want to go as far as you can while not getting caught by Kamek. Up there in the top right, there's like a timer that's ticking down. So we not only have the yards that we're moving, we basically also are having to fight against the timer. And every time we kill or do anything, or anytime we do things like kill Yoshi on accident. Oh, he survived. I'm surprised. That looked like he was gonna die. It builds up that Kamek timer, so he is less likely to come. Then obviously if you combo, you get a bigger time bonus. I think you typically need a combo like 4 things at once in order to get anything. The easiest stuff is obviously the coins and stuff that they basically just lay out for you to just do. Yeah. We're just gonna kill ourselves. I don't like this mode very much. Honestly, all the modes I've shown you so far, I don't like very much. The main mode I like. Let's get out of here. The main mode I like is the marathon mode. And marathon mode, as far as I can tell, I'm sure there's probably some sort of limit to it. Basically, it's just, hey, go as far as you can. Do what you can. So this part is the same as usual. It doesn't have the stars, so you just basically want to try to get as many points as possible to get the best Yoshi. And it's especially important in this mode, I feel like, or maybe not especially important, but I feel like it has more of a effect in this mode because basically, you know, the intention is this is going to be a long mode, and you're going to go as far as you can, basically. And then so as you keep going and hit each checkpoint, they actually give you a better Yoshi at each checkpoint. So if you were to fail here and not get a Yoshi that's better than the green Yoshi, you would essentially get the blue Yoshi at the first checkpoint. But if you just go ahead and do well here, you just go straight to the next Yoshi after that. I'm not sure if I've ever capped out on Yoshis. I think the black Yoshi might be the last one I saw. There are a lot of coins here, and I want these. Drawing these paths can be a little hard too. Ah, fuck. Oh no! Oh no! And I pushed him right into it. Get out of there. One thing I have a hard time remembering is that, like, once you get around here, oh shit! Don't. Hey, good job. Let's try this one more time. One thing I always forget is, like, if you miss a set of coins and there's like spikes in front of it, you can still like get those coins and bring them around the spikes. It's something I always forget I need to do. You gotta be careful with some of these because, like, oh boy. You gotta be careful with some of these because, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, you can basically push the coins out of the way. Like, if I grab this, just make a mess out of all those coins. Just make a mess. So you, like, I don't want to throw this because it's gonna screw up all these coins, and I want these coins, but I just screwed up those coins over there, so it's too late. It's a little frustrating not being able to draw on the top screen, but that's also a lot of the game's challenge. I feel like it in some ways would probably be too easy, but like oh, you're like, oh, like it's kind of stuck on that thing. There's not really a lot I can do based off like how I drew it before I got up there. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Okay, survival is our prime operative right now. That is all I care about, not dying. This is a great setup to accidentally die. Okay. Okay. We're good. And we got a blue Yoshi. Thank you very much. And we see that bird, and we never see that bird again because we're just going for distance. We don't care. We're not trying to return Mario. We're just trying to take Mario as far as he can until he dies from old age, or until Yoshi dies, I guess. Well, I guess like eternally, like you're constantly switching out Yoshis at each checkpoint. So like theoretically, you could just continue to have like a feed of Yoshis taking Mario all the way until he's an old man and died. I'm not paying attention and was about to walk right into that shy guy. I think you can jump on things? No, maybe not. I'm tempted to try. Let's try real quick. So if I can't, then they can go right back to the midpoint. Nope, I jumped. Alright, we're not going to try to jump. I think you can jump on things, though. But I mean, if it's spiked, you can't. Let's start back at the midpoint. Say, screw you, Baby Mario. We don't want to play your segment. I think the beginning segment is probably the worst part of this game. Oh, jeez. Get away here. We jumped on the bubble. That's good enough for me. Ah, dang it. The spikes, it's tricky timing because you can only shoot through them when the spikes are sticking out or not sticking out. And like in the other Yoshi games, if you hit that, it bounces up and hits that stuff. Oh. Catch that. There's always stuff like taunting you on the top screen, trying to get you to shoot and like combo. You can kind of do set up your own combos a lot of time, like, oh boy, if I were to do that, oh, great job. But you can basically, like, you know, carry this around, and I could just keep carrying this stuff on screen. I'm sure there's probably a limit, but make my own little silly combo there. I like these sections a lot. It reminds me a lot of, like, Breakout, where you just want to get something stuck up there. There we go, 13. So we're getting pretty close. In the top right corner there, you can see there's a star. So unlike the other modes, where it was just giving us stars occasionally, this mode you have to earn a star. So as we're getting these points, I believe it's when we combo specifically. Feed me this, and try to keep this coin on screen. Ooh, without dying. Shit. Give me that. Okay. So basically, when you do combos and stuff, you get bonuses, and then also certain enemies like that thing give you a bonus. And then you become Baby Mario, you can throw stars a bunch. But the thing is, Baby Mario can not only climb walls, but also fall off ledges. You basically just want to throw stars non-stop. These guys kind of suck. Okay. So hit our checkpoint. How high can we keep Yoshi? If you want, you can get like a extra coin there by throwing an egg in front of you. If you want to get one coin. If you have the spare eggs, you might as well. You just have to time it a little bit. Nice. Got a 5 bonus. You did not get that. These things are kind of helpful, but also terrifying, because they just kind of keep going. And they're useful for clearing out certain enemies, but if you don't keep pushing them back, they come for you. And eventually they die when they fall off a wall. I think some enemies also, when they touch them, get out of here. Oh, get out of here. Some enemies I think also instantly kill them if they touch them, I think the piranha plants maybe. Ooh. That glowing shy guy is worth points, but we failed. We're low on eggs, so hopefully this is a place that I can easily work this out and not have to do multiple eggs. Okay, we got one. We didn't hit the what's it called, but that's fine. We tried. Oh boy. So I can't kill this guy unless I have eggs, and I have no eggs. So I just gotta not fuck up. Just gotta not fuck up. Gotta not fuck up. It's Yoshi Touch Go. I made a video about it about a year ago now, I think. It was fine. I didn't particularly hate the video. I didn't particularly like it a lot either, but it was an okay video. I just like this game a lot, and probably about every year, I'm like, I want to play some Yoshi Touch Go. So sure enough, I'm pretty sure November 2017 is when I was making that video. I usually only played the DS version, but I wanted to make a video about it, so I bought the Wii U version. And I think it's a great way to play the game. I think it's the price range in particular is probably you know, closer to what it should have been. It might be more expensive than what it should be. I think it's like $5 to $10, something like that. So it's kind of hefty for what you would say is a mobile game now. But yeah, put Luigi's face there. Also, really good music in this game. I like the title screen music a lot. I'm trying to remember if the ranking screen has any special music. It does not. There's a demo button down here. Can watch the game play itself. Added value to this $30 to $40 DS game. Watch it play itself. It's a tutorial. Demo is a weird way to put that. I like this game. That's all I got to say. That's it for today. That's it for this week. I have like a 2018 year in review article coming out. Probably put it up on the 31st. It's Monday. And then I'll probably make another post shortly after that, kind of talking about what the plans are for this year. You know, videos is probably going to be a major component for this year. I've got a handful of things I want to do that I know I want to do. But I still want to work on articles too. I don't want to act like I'm not doing articles either. So yeah. Thanks for coming. We'll play more Ghost in the Shell next week. Don't know what we're doing for the quick play stream though. I forgot to even select this game earlier in the week, and then I was like, I guess we'll play Yoshi Touch Go because I thought about it. So yeah, I'm glad I thought about it. Next week we'll think about something. I'll probably try to put it in the podcast this time, appropriately. Have a good night. Bye.